Hi everybody, so today I'm going to review the Tom Ford Black Orchid Blush and Lip. I did actually think I'd be skipping this. It launched in the US and I thought it looked so bright, but I've seen a few people trying this on with fair skin and I'm just wondering if these shades applied lightly on my fair, fairly cool toned skin might just work. So these have only just launched here in the UK and I've picked them both up so I can try them on. I also picked up an eyeshadow quad that's not a new one from Tom Ford. This one is Nude Dip. I don't even know when it launched, but it just caught my eye, so I thought I'd try that on, seeing as I've picked that up today. So we're going to try all three of these on together, and I cannot wait to get started. My name is Hannah, if you don't know me. I'm 48 and I'm not a professional, but I am somebody who really loves makeup and beauty. And here on my channel, I show you the latest releases, my favourite looks, and give you any beauty news you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy this, I would be delighted if you did subscribe to my channel. A lot of people sometimes tune in but don't always subscribe, so if you could, I'd be ever so grateful. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. I appreciate every single one of you for being here. And my skin tone, as we've already discussed today, I've got fair to light skin with predominantly cool undertones, but they do lean a bit neutral, so I can sort of get away with warms as well. And I've got blue eyes. Anyway, that is enough about me. Let's dive straight into this review. So before I dive into the Black Orchid, I want to put something on my eyes. So that's what I'm going to start with. So I've got this Nude Dip. I'll just show you the palette. I do love a Tom Ford quad. There we are, it's a bit better. To show you that I haven't looked at this at all. Literally took it out of the box today. But I saw it was actually Tavia from Chic Profile on Instagram, and she had this eye look, and I said to her, what have you got on your eyes? And she said it was this, and she said, I think she said it was limited edition or something. I was able to find it, so I have linked it below if you want to find it, but there it is. I do love Tom Ford, I really do. I think what I'd like to do today is these two shades here. I'd like to try both of these as sort of one and done before I do anything. But then I will use these two to add to it. So I'm not going to put all four on the eye, I don't think. So I'm just going to dive straight in. And I'm going to go into this one first, using my fluffy brush from Victoria Beckham. And see how this works as a one and done shade. So obviously there's quite a bit of shine and shimmer, but not too much that it's uncomfortably showing up. Lines is usually the case with the Tom Ford sort of satin shimmer finish. Straight away that is looking beautiful. I just adore Tom Ford formulas. It was no surprise to me that I saw this on Tavia and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Because they always are beautiful in my experience. I can't wait to try the new one coming out for Christmas. I don't know if you've seen that, but there's a new eyeshadow quad coming out and there's a new blush. And the blush shade looks perfect for me, to be honest. Well, that is a beautiful one and done shade. Very, very light, very simple. But I'd like to establish whether or not there is just a one and done. And this absolutely is. Because look, taking it into the crease, outer V, very quickly. A very super light, soft glam look. That is definitely giving me that. I think that's gorgeous. Let me just clean off that brush here on my cloth. And I'll go into this one now, which looks to be a bit more of a sort of taupe. Let's see what this one's like as a one and done. There's another thing I love with Tom Ford is they tend to be so quick and easy and they always give you such a polished finish. So look at that again, a one and done, two one and dones. Will I need to dip into my black diamond from Tom Ford to finish this look is the question. I don't think I will, because I think this one here could be a really good inner corner and under the brow shade. Did I just go into that while I was rabbiting? I don't know if I did. I'll find out when I edit. If I did, please ignore the fact that I just did that. Yeah. I wouldn't put these two together particularly. I would definitely choose one or the other. So for me, these are two eye looks really, or we're going to use all three shades. So two full eye looks, or certainly two one and dones. Unless you could possibly use that as a one and done, it would be very light and bright. Let me take a Pencil Pro from Sonia G and run both these shades underneath as well. Just look how quick and easy it is as well. Just quickly rubbing off this with the brush so I don't have to change. Very, very reliable formulas. So then I will go in with a liner brush and take this deeper shade here. So this one looks like it doesn't have any shimmer, so it should be a really good shade for adding a bit of depth. So just lining there, bring it up for a quick wing. This could go down as one of the quickest looks I've ever achieved on this channel, without even editing out actually. I often fiddle around off camera a bit, but I don't know if I'll even need to with this because look how quick and easy it is. So it's a perfect liner shade, perfect. Oh, I love that. Oh, me and Tom Ford, we're just like best friends at this point. We really are. He hasn't got a clue who I am, but I'm going to claim that. I just love these eyeshadows. Am I a super fan? I think I might be. I'm very curious about the Black Orchid blush though. Is that going to be a success for me? I saw the colour, I was like, whoa, I'm not getting that, no way. But then I saw it on a few people with fair skin and it was really nice. So obviously now I could add a little bit of depth with this. I really don't know if I want to. Maybe I should just try a tiny bit. So if I go with my Wayne Goss number 6 brush and put a tiny bit on this brush, tap off a lot and then just add a little bit of depth here, but not too much because I don't want to have a lot of smoke. I've got the sort of definition I already need really from that liner, but a little bit of smoke here won't harm. It's actually really light and easy to apply with this sort of brush. You can see the difference you get with the two brushes by using a much more fluffy brush, but this one does have a pointed tip which makes it easier for more precise looks like going into the outer V. Oh, that's actually really nice. And then you can see how intense it is by using the liner brush, so a more dense brush. So as always, flexible shades. Do the same on the other side. Then I'll go back in with a fluffy brush on both looks and just sort of go around the edge of the deeper shade that I've put there, just to sort of smooth the edge there and soften it a bit. And then I'm going to take this lightest shade here on my finger and put a pop of this in the centre of the eye. See if it'll give me, oh yeah, a lovely pop of brightness. There is just nothing that this isn't giving me that I was hoping for. It's giving me all the things I thought when I saw it on Tabia and when I saw the shades when it arrived. Oh, that is absolutely stunning. I just love Tom Ford quads. I think I just have to get everything. I mean, this Christmas the quad that's coming out is a bit mauve and reddish, but I don't care, even if those colours don't always appeal to me or work on me, because I just love Tom Ford and the colours they put together and the way that the formulas work. They're just so easy and beautiful, and this is exactly the sort of look I love to do, just soft, elegant glam. So just taking a bit of this now on the Pencil Pro and taking it into the inner corner. Perfect shade for that look. And under the brow, again, perfect for that. Gosh, is this going to go alongside my Black Diamond and the two of them are going to live together on my desk? It's one of these palettes you just reach for, because this is a perfect liner, this is a perfect shimmery inner corner and underbrow shade, and these are just really easy one and done. It's a really useful palette to have, you know, just like Black Diamond is. I love it. The formulas are so easy to work with. So you may have seen this many times before, but I am absolutely in love with it. So this is Nude Dip. What's the number of it? 03. So I have linked it below if you did want to find it, but have you bought this in the past and are you a fan? I would love to hear. I'll put some mascara on anyway and then we can try the Black Orchid on the cheeks and lips. Let's look first now at this Black Orchid cream blush, which I haven't even taken out yet, so we'll look at this together. This was a whopping £70. Packaging absolutely gorgeous, very elegant. There's the back. So this says it's a natural satin finish Really like the clasp on this here. If you haven't seen this, the coverage says is buildable, sumptuous formula which glides onto the cheeks with a velvety comfort of a cream and blends out for a diffused powder soft look. Lightweight and buildable, this emollient formula imparts a flush of dramatic, highly desirable raspberry pink colour and subtle glow. Subtle, that's what we need, but subtle raspberry, I don't know. A lightweight cream formula that melds seamlessly onto the skin, providing customizable soft focus colour. So, I think the packaging is absolutely stunning. It's so elegant. It really is gorgeous. Look how slim it is. I don't know how much product we're getting. Does it say here? This is 01 Iconic Orchid is the name, and it's made in Italy, and we are getting magnifying glass time. 8 grams, is it, or 6? 6 grams of product. Not a huge amount, but what brush shall I use? I think I'll go with my Sonia G buffer. This is the small one, the mini sheer buffer, which is quite good for cream blushes. I'll see how that works. If not, I will go back to my F4 Mario brush, which I also love. So let's just see what happens. I think what I'll do is take some of this. Doesn't look too scary on the brush so far. Look at that. I was going to say work it into the back of my hand, but maybe I won't need to. Maybe I can just go for it. So this is actually going on top of powder. I don't know if this is too much for me. I'm sort of thinking with cool tones, this sort of shade might just work for me. Let's see when I buff it in. So it might apply a little bit differently on top of a cream. It's taking a little bit of time to just blend out there on top of a powder, but it is working. Oh, actually, as that blends out. Oh, that is pretty. When it first started, when I first put it, I was, oh. But as it blends in, that is really nice. Soft touch of that is, isn't it bizarre? You see this colour, see my skin tone and think, no chance. But a soft flush of that, oh, that is really nice. I'll risk a tiny bit more, but I know that if I apply too much, it's going to just go completely over the top. And really this video is all about me seeing and you seeing if this works on fair skin. So if I totally over apply it, it's only going to show how it looks terrible on fair skin, which is what I don't want to do. I want to establish, is this a cool tone, fair skin person's blush? And I think it absolutely is. So keep in mind I've gone in twice and it hasn't gone bananas. So it is very much a buildable formula and you can just pretty much build it as you want. I would be careful. That's why a brush like this is really good for sort of buffing in. I'm not going in with a very heavy amount, but certainly by going like that a few times, I'm not picking up a ton of it here. So when it first goes on like that, you think, ooh, that's a bright raspberry, but as we've seen, it just blends out exactly like it said. Did it say it goes to powder? Is that what it said? Yeah, velvety cream with a soft powder type finish. Yeah, it's not it does have a little bit of a glow. It's definitely not like a flat matte at all, is it? It does have that soft glow. And if you think, if you don't like highlighters, this gives you that sort of natural glow that you might be looking for. But do you know what? I absolutely love it. This is what I thought when I saw people trying it. I thought this might actually work on me. Dare I take a little bit across the nose there? Maybe a little bit. Definitely need to buff that out. That sort of cold girl vibe, which I quite like, especially now heading into this cooler weather. I don't know if that's too much on the nose now. But this is certainly a cold girl vibe shade. Oh, I really like it. That's just the right amount for me. This could go further and further and further, but I've definitely established this is a really, really perfect shade for me. So if you're fair skinned and you saw this and thought, not a chance, this is how you can apply it. It's exactly what I was hoping for, and I think it is gorgeous, you know, I really do. So let's now look at the corresponding lip colour. So this is the Satin Full Coverage. This formula includes camelina and pomegranate seed oil, which envelopes the lips in an ultra creamy texture, allowing for a seamless glide. As always, packaging is beautiful. It says you have a rich colour true shade which swipes on and dresses the lips in a luminous satin. Isn't that shade beautiful? So this is Black Orchid, which is a pink mauve. Oh, I think I'm going to love this shade, you know. So there's the lipstick and there's the blush shade. This would be nice on the cheeks as well, wouldn't it? Oh yes. I'm building it up. Such a good formula. Tom Ford lips. They are really good, aren't they? Just tidy up there a bit with my brush. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this on my F4 brush and pop a little bit on the top of the cheek as well, just to see how close it is to this blush that we've just tried. Because they are the same shade essentially, so you might be able to get away with just getting the lipstick. And then you can get this look. Yeah, very similar. But it's not quite as smooth, is it? Because it is a lipstick at the end of the day. I think the powder adds such a lovely smooth blurring finish. And it has actually lifted. It's lifted my powder a bit doing that. So maybe not such a good move after all. But anyway, I will do it on the other side just to even things up now. But I might go back over with the powder, because of the fact that it lifted a bit. In fact, it's not doing it there though. Oh, okay. I love these shades, I love them. I was going to completely skip this. I was just, wow, that is too bright for me. I can't wear these colours. And I absolutely adore them. I think these are perfect as well. That's a sort of wintry look. So it's a good time for it to launch for me here in the UK. What do you think? I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit more of the blush where I think it lifted a bit there, just to sort of fix that, I think. Yeah, that's fixed it. Giving you an idea of what this blush looks like if you do build it, which I did say I wouldn't want to do, and I don't really want to. This is taking it a bit too far for me. Anyway, it is showing you that you can take this a lot further, because some of you might like to have a much brighter blush than me. It's so smooth, you just don't have harsh lines. Like, I usually reach for a finishing powder at this point, especially with a bold shade like this. You just don't need to, because look how it blends out so beautifully into the rest of your makeup. I love it. Well, there we are. Wasn't that a fabulous, easy, successful try on? A Tom Ford fabulous review from me. I'm giving it a fabulous score anyway, obviously you don't have to. But so we looked at the Nude Dip eyeshadow, which I think is stunning, with the 2 different shades on the eyes. I love it so much, 10 out of 10 plus a little bit more, a few extra stars I think, and I'm going to put it there with my black diamond straight away actually. And then the Black Orchid cheek and lip. I absolutely adore them, and I'm delighted I got them. A very expensive treat, but if this is something you are looking for and you've got fair skin and you're cool toned, I'm not saying this won't work on neutral as well, because I think it would, but it's a perfect match for a cool tone fair person. It really is, and I didn't think it would be. I love it. I love it. I love it. So there we go. That's it. Nice and easy. Very, very happy. I feel very happy having put that on. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this. I've been absolutely thrilled doing it, as you can see. And that's all from me for today. So if you've enjoyed this video, I would love it if you hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, I would love it if you did subscribe. But if you already are, you're at the end of another review. And I'm so grateful to you for being here. And I really hope to see all of you again for my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.